Hey guys, Knights here and welcome to the series 10 of the Unity Engine Basic Beginner Tutorial series. In this series, we will be continuing over if and else classes for the multiple if and else statement for having if and else if else condition. For that let's dive into that. Do you remember that we have done the if and else class, and today we are going to be using our multiple class statement. So before that, I'm going to quickly address you one fact in this. If I take this off, you might feel it should give me some error. Let's see what it just gives. If I compile and build this, if I go back to this, it should not give any error. It's because if we can also use like this as in this statement, it's pretty handy to use this in 2018. So if you want to code lots of stuff, you can just do this and also implement what you can just print. Now we will be going all around what we are going to do today. So yeah, now I'm going to pretty write this off. Now in this one, I'm going to do a multiple if statement. First, I'm going to call this if in the condition, and also I'm going to use this anymore, so it should work pretty well. So also dot log, and here in this one I'm going to call the zero. It's the value is 0 and colon. Do not forget to use the colon. So else if you need to call else if, now you can able to access the condition. So next debug.log, I'm just pretty much copying this and pasting here, and also getting rid this one to makes it fast to enough you to watch this. And this I'm going to call the value is 1. And also in another if else if block, and here I'm just pressing this, and the value is 2 again. And for the else, last, so we would be going to stop with the else for 3. So in this, I'm going to pretty much doing this as so like this. If I compile, build and compile, it should give some errors. It's because I have not passed anything inside the if list if condition. So what I'm going to do quickly here, I'm going to address a equals to 0. What I do remember that I have called int a equals 0, and here a equals to 1, as it says a equals to 1. Now a equals to 2, and here you need not to access any thing. It just can access this. If I compile build this one, it would be seeing that it just calls. Oh, there is 3 errors. What does that? It tells us cannot implement the conversion to from the int to bool. Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay, I know why it doesn't give the it does give the error. It's because we have a equals to 0. We have to put a less than equals 0 or a less than 0. If you put a equals 0, it should give an error. If you want to check out the a equals 0, you can just put the double equals to like this. It should not give any error. If I go and put everything like that, if I change this everything and hit and run and build, and if I go back to this, it should not be asking any error. It's gone. If I hit play, you would be going to notice that I have by the way I have set the int a equals to 1. In this, it should be printing the value is 1. What does it just if I print out 1 as 0? So it just prints this statement. If I print as a 2, what just I have to change this to 2. So if I print 3, what it just explode this. I will show that quickly. If I go hit play here, you would be noticing that the value is 3. Here you go, it just asked me a 3. So now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to head over to the script. In there I'm going to call this as a nice 100, so it's not a 3. So if I go back to this script, if I call this once again, it will again say its value is 3. It should not do right. So if it should say now, there you go, it says 3 again. So for that, you should, if you do not want that to happen, so anyway you should head over to the script and just call this as if here condition a equals to 3, and this is if now if you compile that, if you put the 100, if I go back to this, if I hit play, you would not be seeing anything, because it's because we haven't done anything here. If I go to this and quickly change this to a 3 and also hit and if you see, meanwhile it doesn't show anything here. So if I go to this and build and compile and go back to this engine and hit play, you will be noticing that it just as the value is 3. It just as its value is 3. That's pretty much everything, guys. Simply head over to my next video in the playlist to get started, and make sure you have subscribed to stay up to date. Once again guys, thank you for watching. As always, stay awesome, keep creating. EDU Nihal9 signing out. This video is made possible by me supporters of the Dreadeye. If you want more videos like this, then check out my Dreadeye page, is in the link in the description. To stay up to date on my new releases, make sure you have follow me on the main social media.